Hello, great people. I want to share the cycle of prosperity with you this wonderful day. And that cycle is some of the key things that has kept us going over time. You know, if you are planting a maize and if you are planting a cocoa, you have to have separate perspective and the route for the two, because there are two different things in achieving and in actualization. Someone on the journey of maize and someone on the journey of cacao are two different personality exhibiting two different mindset. Why the one on the maize might have a short time, why? Because in 3 months you have your maize, while the one planting a cocoa might have a long time perspective. And that is why the cycle of prosperity of a thing for us is a course of its own that people must actually stay with and build with. That cycle of prosperity, it's not close. Why? Because it continues to evolve, and it's based on the 5P. The first is the people that surrounds you, the people that you meet day by day, daily. How are you serving them? What are you offering them? What do you think you can offer them? What do you think you can share with them? What services are you giving them? What are you communicating with them? What aura are you crossing daily? The second is the product. What product do you think you can offer such? What product do you think you can offer your community? What product do you think can shape their world? What product do you think they need? Not just having a product, but creating something that will be of a solution to their need. What product? The third in the cycle of prosperity that we created, it's a course on its own, is the presence. The validity of your presence matters. You see, it was someone who said people will remember what you do, but they will never forget how you made them feel. So my question is, what does your presence communicate? You see, we all carry that presence, and sometimes it's intangible thing. Why? Because you cannot touch it, but people can feel it. So how does your presence shapes your community? How does your presence shape your industry? How does your presence communicate value? How does your presence initiate conversation? Some people's presence is so magnificent to the extent that their appearance fee alone is awesome. It's in 14, 15 figures in US dollars. So your presence, how does it command value? The first is the people, product, presence. The fourth is the places. You see, when your presence commands, it leads you into places. So what places do you have in your mind already, or are you dreaming of become? Work on the people, work on your products, work more in developing your presence, and those presence will take you to places. While the fifth is the power. It is the power. However, the power here is the power of purpose, the power of making every impossible a walkover. You see, people generally follows those who are stronger than them, and people generally gravitate to those who actualize and command result. It was General H. Norman Schwarzkopf of the United States Army that says, it doesn't take an hero to command men to war. It takes an hero to lead men into war. So if we are going to be a powerful personality, in order you have to learn how to lead people into wealth. And how do you lead people into wealth in the business field? It's by following this cycle of prosperity, which is the first, the people. People must know that you have their interest in art. The second is the product. You must be able to have something that will serve that need, that is needed for now. The third is your presence. They must be able to know that your presence is value for them. Your presence commands high things. Your presence shapes their world, and that's why the things that the opportunities of today and opportunities of tomorrow are embedded in present. And the fifth is the power. The power is capacity to make things work, capacity to cause a change, and capacity to be the asset worth emulating. As I round up, do you know the cycle is not closed? Why? Because you have to keep evolving. And as you are evolving, it takes you back to the people. It takes you back to the people. And when we start talking about the people, that's when you talk about the demography, culture, the gender. You start talking about the culture shocks about. That's where the cycle is not closed. Why? Because what works in some parts in Southern America might not work in part of Asia. So you have to develop an open-mindedness for you to be able to serve those people according to their patterns in challenging their world. You see, there is these things that we normally say that when last did you practice something new for the very first time? When last? And that is where the people product, the people prime matters in this cycle of prosperity, because it's the people that will patronize your products. Again, it's the people that will patronize your product, and people must be able to trust you that you have the capacity and capability to deliver what they want. That is why it's important that cycle is not closed, because you have to come back to that cycle again, which is why we call it unclosed cycle of prosperity. Again, today is the cycle of prosperity, from people to product to presence to the places and to the power. And the beautiful thing about it is this: the moment you have those people and they trust you and you come up with those products, they will get those products, and those products will get to different places all over the world, creating a presence for you. Once those presents are created, people will see your product. Oh, I love this, and they want to learn more about it. Some might even want to meet with you, and they will extend invitation to you. And that product presence has taken you to places. And when you get to those places, you're going to teach, train, and trade on how to actually become more. And that is the power of purpose. You see, that cycle of prosperity is not closed. As I round up this wonderful morning, again, you can build the dream. I still remain Adebusuyi Olutayo Olumadewa, a social transformer, and now we are the one building social transformer industry. Peace.